There is a connection between teaching mental health and early education and growing up to be nonviolent. If kids can learn to cope with emotions and stress, to communicate and interact with others, they will be less anxious and depressed teens, and happier, more content, peace-loving adults who can resolve issues in productive ways. Other kids are helping with gun regulation, and I'm so proud of them, so go keep doing what you're doing, and I'm going to keep doing what I know how to do. And that's arming teachers with what they're supposed to be armed with: teachable moments in education. We are stronger together, and we must all work towards a better world for this next generation. Please join us on social media at wufshanti and register for the Mindful Kids Peace Summit today.
I'm an educator, same as you, and I know that I got into this job because I love what I do. I love what I do every single day, and unfortunately, like I said, we live in a world now that this has become a reality, which is a sad, sad thing, but you get up every day for those kids. We know it's not for the pay. You get up every single day for those kids. And the thing that I can say is, yes, there in the back of your head, there will always be a fear of this happening, but you have to let those kids be your motivation, because they're the only ones that are going to be taking care of us when we get to be in our old age.
We can't ask the youth to do things that we're not doing ourselves. We have to be the examples.
Just do it. If you are apprehensive about getting involved, you don't know how the kids might take it, do it. The kids that are going to be watching this, whatever level that they are at, they need this program, because every student is going to pull away something valuable from this summit. Every day is different. Every day is touching on something that they need in their lives that most adults don't even know they need. But kids know that innately they need this, so it's going to give them that without them even realizing it.
Click the link, sign up, get engaged, enjoy the 5 days of the summit, and then don't stop the conversation there. Make sure you keep it going with your kids afterwards.
Everybody has something to give. So you can get involved financially, you can get involved with your time, you can get involved by sharing your hope and dream with somebody, and you can get involved by just reaching out and offering somebody your hand. We have to stop thinking that we need to be part of something so big, or that I'm so small that my difference isn't going to make an impact. Every little step makes an impact of difference in our world.
What we're doing is so important because with all the violence going on in the world, we really want to make the world a better place. We want this to be a safe place for young kids. Statistics in anxiety, depression, suicide, and homicide in young kids has risen so much in recent years because of all the violence. And all we want to do is make this a good place and a good world for the next generation.
I would encourage everybody to get involved. These are our kids. Even if they're not your kids, they're your nephews, they're your friends' kids. They're growing up into this world, and they're going to be running the world pretty soon. So we want them to have a clear mind when they get to that age and that stage in life, so they can think clearly and think positive and act kindly.
Ultimately, us adults getting involved in wufshanti is the only way we're going to spread the word to other children, other families, teachers, educators, and be able to change the world. But it starts with us as adults. If we can get as many kids on board with the program, I think we can turn it into something bigger and a more positive effect in our society.
If you want to get involved, we are so happy to have you. We love collaborating with people, with nonprofits, with for-profits, with kids, with adults. Please join us. Join us in any way you can. The only goal here is to make this world a better place, and we are stronger together, and with your help, we can actually hopefully stop the violence within one generation.
Programs like that need to be implemented in schools, especially when we've seen such an uprise in tragedies go on. Kids want to be heard and feel like they're being listened to, and I think it's really important for programs like this to exist.
Just reach out to somebody who's involved. Ask them what the process is. What are they going through? What things could you do to help other people? This program is fantastic in helping kids. Parents and teachers, they need to ask questions. What can I do? How can I help other people?
Talk to people and volunteer. Get out there and help as much as you can. Make everyone aware of what can be offered. And like I said, just be a role model, be a peacekeeper, be optimistic.
I think it's very important for kids to understand all of this.
If there were programs, and my sons went to a school when they were in middle school, that gave just as much importance to the emotional, psychological, and mental self as it did the academic self, because actually the academic self will not thrive if something is terribly wrong or not right with the emotional self. It could be easily that could be wrong with what's wrong with the child. Well, that's what's happening with the child, and that's why they are suffering academically.
I need people to listen and to do more than just agree in theory. Lots of people say they are tired of the shootings or want the world to be better, but there's a difference between apathy and action. If they really want to have a better world for the next generation, then they have to do more than just write or like a post to donate to a cause. Collaboration is key. All nonprofit foundations, for-profit corporations, teens and people, nationalities, religions and races, genders, no matter where they are, need to work together. We need help and can't do this by ourselves. But I believe we are stronger together, and if we scale up and get these programs into schools as mandatory curriculum, then we can stop the violence within one generation. The only way to get peace is through educating our children. So please join us in our mission. Help us keep kids safe and healthy so they grow up to lead happy, peaceful lives. It's not our responsibility to raise kids. It's our responsibility to raise adults. Empathetic, compassionate, kind, peaceful adults.